And from the war in Ukraine to climate change, President Biden laid out his foreign policy platform in front of world leaders this morning at the United Nations General Assembly. Michael George reports from the UN, where Ukraine's embattled president is making his first visit since the start of Russia's invasion.
Help take on the challenges of their time.
President Biden called out Russia's war with Ukraine as a blatant violation of the UN Charter as he addressed the United Nations General Assembly Tuesday.
If you allow Ukraine to be carved up, is the independence of any nation secure? I'd respectfully suggest the answer is no.
The president also outlined the United States' vision to solve other global challenges, including climate change.
My administration, the United States, has treated this crisis as an existential threat from the moment we took office.
Unusual this year, President Biden is the only leader from the 5 nations with permanent seats on the powerful UN Security Council to address the assembly. The heads of China, Russia, France, and Britain all decided to skip the event this year. Their absence comes as Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky makes his first in-person visit to the global gathering since Russia's invasion began. In an interview on 60 Minutes ahead of his speech, he argued the Russians will invade other countries unless they're defeated in Ukraine.
If the Russians reach Poland, what's next? A third world war?
Zelensky is set to visit the White House and Capitol Hill later this week as Congress weighs Biden's request for an additional $24 billion in aid for Ukraine. Michael George, CBS News, the United Nations.